Well, this is the goal which provides the difference, and it's the goal which really sums up Matt Simon.
It certainly does. Nice ball over the top. It was half speculative, half intentional from Pedge Bowych, but it was good nonetheless. Craig Moore took the first odds and got it wrong. He looked to shepherd Matt Simon away from the goal, and you can see here the experienced Socceroo. There's the shoulder charge. It didn't quite come off, and he had to be careful at that point, Craig Moore. Let's not underestimate that. He got his margin slightly wrong, and it was Matt Simon who beat the Socceroo great at that first post. Liam Reddy in no man's land. Matt Simon, great first touch, exquisite second touch, 1-0 to the coast, and he has been great value, Matt Simon. He's promised this in the 2 years of the A-League, and he's starting to deliver.
Pretty good ball from Pedge Bowych as well to catch the Queensland defence in two minds.
Of course, the way that lines up.
Well, play on, says the referee. Hutchinson trying to weave his way through some heavy traffic, and that's a free kick to the Mariners. And it's just outside the box. That's millimetres.
Right.
He's got the set square out there, Peter O'Leary. That is so close to being inside the box.
Either that or he's used Google Earth. I mean, that's satellite precision.
Anxious moments here for Queensland Raw. They've got their entire team back inside the penalty area. John Hutchinson poised for the run-up. Reddy crouched on the ball. It's Jedinak, and Miller Jedinak finds the top of the net, and the Mariners double their advantage.
Well, that free kick had Miller Jedinak written all over it. He has nitroglycerin in that right boot, and when he lets it go, they stay gone.
Unstoppable.
Queensland's defence amassed. Liam Reddy at full stretch, but from that range and with that sweet a contact, bang! 2-0 the Mariners. Queensland with it all to do, and the returning Socceroo has paid a dividend to Laurie McKenna and the Central Coast travelling band of fans.
That's a big up and under, and McAllister. Reddy is outside the area. He's missed it completely. Dylan McAllister! Debut goal. Horror show for Liam Reddy. Game over for Queensland Raw. The Mariners have it in the bag.
Well, Liam Reddy's an outstanding goalkeeper, but he has got his wires crossed terribly to 2 goals that the Mariners have scored this afternoon. This is the third of the Mariners' goals. It's the least pretty of them, but they all count. Liam Reddy in absolute no man's land. Nice technique on the turn. Pay credit to Dylan McAllister, back from injury, rusty as far as first team competitive football's concerned. And Liam Reddy, well, you called it as a horror show. I reckon it's worse than that. He's been such a fine goalkeeper for this club, but he's had a poor game.
Well, that's twice he's been caught out with his positioning off his line. And Mark Bosnich is enjoying this very much. Van Dijk. Miller. Well, he's safe with a shot there, Charlie Miller. Pulled out. Bugard couldn't get out of the way. What's Charlie Miller got off his box of trips? Or is it going to be Van Dijk? It's going to be Miller! Charlie Miller. That's class. That's pure class. And Mark Bosnich beaten for the first time in his A-League career, and he's not happy.
Mark Bosnich beaten for the first time in 7 years.
Well, he hasn't played a game in that time.
It's fair to say, but he's gutted. He's gutted. He's not happy with his wall. Charlie Miller pumps the fist. This would be a Lazarus-type escape. But what an ignition point, this beautiful free kick. Bosnich with that whole side of the goal open. He trusted his wall, and his wall stood motionless. He was expecting his wall to jump, I'd say, at the point of contact from Miller. It didn't. They had concrete in their boots. Bosnich was guarding the other half of the goal. Miller was wise to the opportunity. The Queensland measure themselves. They've got time. They've got time if they're smart and composed.
Here's McAllister. And Dylan McAllister, well, no time now. That is the nail in the coffin. And the Mariners must have it now. 2 goals from the substitute. Laurie McKenna's looking like an absolute genius.
What a good finish from Dylan McAllister. What a good finish. Well, Queensland lost their composure. They'd maintained a keel of some sort. There's Craig Moore, who A rush of blood, perhaps. He had to pull out of the tackle, but look at the space that's been left behind. and it's a precision finish from Dylan McAllister. A minute after Queensland got themselves back into some sort of shape. Well, the horse has surely bolted now. Beautiful finish.
Well, Mark Benzis a lot happier at Mark Bosnich than he was a minute or so ago. Bosnich caught out. Penalty. There's going to be another goal, maybe. Murdocha goes down. And Mark Bosnich, as always, the centre of attention.
Is there going to be further sanction here, though? From Peter O'Leary. He hasn't made any motions to that effect. But if this is a definite goal-scoring opportunity, and the referee has decided that the goalkeeper has brought down that play with that opportunity, is it not a mandatory red card?
He's too big, Bozza. You can't send him off.
I thought no one was bigger than the game.
Bozza is.
Well, there you go.
It's Van Dijk.
And what odds did he saves this?
Van Dijk against Bosnich. Van Dijk, bottom corner. The Dutchman opens his A-League account, and you never know.
Well, don't say that, Mike. My nerves won't take it.
Well, we've called it game over twice now.
We have. The curse of the commentator. Queensland refused to die. They've conceded 4 very preventable goals, as good as the finishes have been. And there's Bosnich, fair income. I'd love to hear Mario van der Ende's interpretation of that good penalty from Sergio Van Dijk. Bosnich guessed the right way. He dived athletically to his left.